So here we are at flippity.net, and this is their set of cards. If you try and use it, you can advance through the cards. You can check the answer, so the largest animal on Earth. You can flip blue whale. If you get it correct, you can remove that from the deck and go to the next one. This is a nice feature because you can add images to these decks of cards. You can do the random shuffle, and you can flip to side 2 if you want and go in reverse order, or you can refresh the deck. None of these features are particularly spectacular. You can do these in Study Blue, or you could do them in Quizlet, or lots of other options probably. But the thing that makes this really cool is the way that you actually create the cards, and that's using Google Spreadsheet. So if you go back to their home page and scroll down, you see that they've got 4 succinct steps explaining how to go about doing it. So I'm just going to roll through that real quickly. If you click this template, that takes you to Google Docs, and it's going to ask you if you want to make a copy. You need to be logged into your Google account to do this. So we've made a copy. We've got a copy of their sheet. And in column A, that is your side 1 for your cards. In column B, that's your side 2, so the chemical formula for water, and it's H2O. And the cool thing about that is you can see they've already used some HTML right there. This is the color of the card and the color of the text on the card. So I'm going to delete out some of their stuff and just show you how it works. 8 plus 8 is 16. Alright, and 9 plus 0 is 9. And we can make this card yellow, and the text can be red, and we'll just make all of them yellow red. If you go to the file option and publish to the web, so we're going to publish this spreadsheet to the web so it's public. As long as you leave this option down here checked, automatically republish when changes are made, you won't have to update anything. So any changes you make in the spreadsheet will be made for the deck set of cards. So we're going to copy the link for the spreadsheet, and we're going to go to the second tab down here, and what they need you to do is paste the link, the public link for this spreadsheet in A3, and it populates a link down in A6, and this link is actually for your flashcards. So here's the flashcards that we set up. So 8 plus 8 is flip 16. Next card, 9 plus 0 is flip 9. So you got your set of cards. Let's go back and let's just make a few changes so you can see a couple of the other options. If you want, you can do the image. So this is the cool thing. If we wanted to do an image, and I just went ahead and pulled a worksheet up with equations on it. On a Mac, you hit Command Control Shift 3, all 4 buttons, and that gives you the option to take a screen selection. Oops, I'm sorry, Command 4, not 3. 3 does a screenshot, 4 is the screen selection. So release, and that copies it to your clipboard. On Windows, if you have Windows 8, you can do the Windows key and N, which should pull up OneNote. And if you hit S, I think that will let you do a screen selection, and you can set the options so that it copies it to your clipboard too. So it's almost as easy as doing it on a Mac. Go back to, actually, if you wanted to take this and put it in like Microsoft Word or something, or PowerPoint or whatever you use sometimes to kind of do a little editing on an image, I'm just using a Smart Notebook. If you wanted to say highlight the variables in the problem, and if you just select all of it and copy it, I'm going to use a website called Imgur, and I use it all the time for getting a URL for an image. I don't recommend it for kids because it's got lots of pictures on there that we probably shouldn't be looking at. As soon as you get to the home page, if you just hit the keyboard shortcuts, Control Paste, Control V, and then hit Enter, so like 3 keystrokes, and you now have the image with the URL. These are options down the right side. The second option is the direct link to the image. So if you just click, it'll copy it to your keyboard and toggle back over to your flashcard spreadsheet and paste the URL in there. So we highlighted the variables, so the answer would be variables, and we can make this white and black, and it defaults to white black, so you wouldn't actually have to type that. If you left it blank, it would be white and black. So now let's go back, and you have to reload the page, refresh it, and here's our 8 plus 8 and our 9 plus 0, and now here's our equation with our variables highlighted, and if we flip it says variables and we got it right, and we can remove it from the deck. So that's really handy. The other piece that I think is pretty handy is the HTML markup. So if you wanted to say 3 raised to the second power, that's the superscript, and in superscript. And if you need to know how to, do a little bit of HTML, and you just quickly Google HTML superscript, it'll come right up. So the answer of 3 squared would be 9. So if we go to the flashcards and we refresh and we scan through, now we have 3 squared with the answer of 9. Last thing, if you wanted to do a set of cards, because you're in spreadsheet, it kind of lends itself to a quick and easy way of creating cards in math. So I'm going to copy this real quickly, and let's say we wanted to make a set of cards for exponents. So, and we'll raise them all to the second power. I'm going to delete out the 3. I'm just going to set it equal to A1. So I want that 1. And in between there I need that ampersand sign to tell them that we're about to use some text. And I'll use the quotation marks to say that it's text, and I'll end it with a quotation mark. Enter. And so now I've got 1 raised to the second power. And if you pull it down, I've got 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So now we've got the first side of our flashcards, and if you said equals 1 and raise that to the second power and pull that down, now you have your answers. 5 squared is 25, 4 squared is 16. So copy those, go back to your flashcards tab, right click, paste, don't paste the formulas but paste the values. And we can make these purple and black. The colors haven't been working all the time for me, so I'm not sure if I'm doing something right or wrong here, but if we go back to the flashcards, refresh, and scan through them, so we now have 3 squared, 1 squared, 2 squared, and if you flip, you've got the answers behind them. So this feature, the front of it, that students are looking at, it's not super super appealing, but I think the way in which you can create the cards makes this really pretty powerful. So if you wanted to make multiple sets, you could just go to make a copy, and you could copy your existing spreadsheet, and you'd have another one. You could delete out anything you wanted and edit it. If you did that, you would need to republish, and you would need to go back and create a new link. So what I've done is put on my class blog just multiple links to multiple sets of flashcards. So again, I think it's pretty helpful, and that's it.